Are all of them yours? I need one. W to you, my friend. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. You're a beautiful person. You know who you are. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the thumbs up, man. Mm. Mm. What if she cried? Mm. Yeah. I don't know what is happening to my nose here. Like, look at this guy. Whatever happened, everything is going to be all right, guys. That's my motto. My motto for today is that whatever happened in your life, everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. Even that one shall pass, okay? Even the thing that you think is terrible is not going to last. Just like the good time didn't last, the bad time also will disappear. So keep it pushing, man. Keep it pushing. Do not don't feel like you're left behind. Don't feel like you need to everything is over. Don't feel like you have to go. Don't feel like you need to that's it for you. Whatever happened, remember this. You will be all right. You will be all right, my friend. Hmm? That's the motto. Whatever happened, you will. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Wow. I feel like I thought like I was connected to the internet. I thought like I was connected to the internet. Everything is going to be all right. Whatever happened to you, everything is going to be all right, my friend. That's the message. That's the prophecy of the day. The prophecy of the day is that I was asked to tell you that everything is going to be all right in your life. And I'm telling you, I'm informing you that everything is going to be all right. All right, my friend. Have you guys heard the message that I was saying earlier on? My today message to all of you guys out there. If you heard that message, understand this. Whatever happened, whatever it is happening, whatever you're feeling right now, whatever you're going through right now, remember, it will pass. Everything will be okay, and you will come out victorious. That's the message. That's the message. That's the message. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what is happening right now. You will be all right, my friend. I say it and I repeat it. You are going to be all right. You are going to be all right, guys. You are going to be all right. If you got rejected by a girl, a beautiful girl that you actually you love to be with, and she said no, don't worry. If you got rejected by a boy, a man that you would like to be with, but he said no, no worry, you will be all right too. That's the beauty of today. Monday is actually cleaning people up. This Monday is telling all of you guys that everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. You don't need to stress yourself out of it. Everything is going to be all right. What's the music? What's the song? What's that song? Let me play that song. Let me play that song that say everything is going to be all right. Oh, let me play the song that say don't worry. Oh, I'ma just leave it. Let me play the song that captured this day. The song that will capture the moment that I'm talking about. The feeling of today. Everything is going to be all right. I'm gonna try to play that song. I'm gonna try to play that song. Everything is going to be all right, my friend. Everything, I say all of it, is going to be all right. You will be fine. All right? You are going to be all right. You are going to come out of it victorious. I'ma tell you that. Do you guys want to hear me talk to a person and then in my language? Do you guys want to hear me talk to a person in my language? Open the system to place a call. WhatsApp need to access it. Access. WhatsApp will not have access to your microphone until it is quit. Okay, so what now? So what now? Can I call now? Can I call now? Don't make fun of me. I'm talking to my mom in my language, guys. Don't make fun of me, okay? This is an international call. And remember, everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. Why is she not responding? She's been calling me. I have like more than 45 missed calls. 45 missed calls from my mom. And now I'm calling her back and she's not responding. Is that fair, guy? It is not fair. Hello.
Hello, Satina.
Jam ko dume no her modon bong. Amin abda milari miss call ji modon appel ji manke.
Appel ji amina.
Oh.
Miss on binude.
Min do have the tan. No her modon non bong. Mini mama min do tappa jakatan. On fo do habda do satay now. Ina nata sa nda kujeji mai no resume mai do wonna do sedda do.
Jotta umoni hado ni wane sali samade. Rejo.
Oh, rejo wadai.
Rejo mai do wadai san.
Oh.
Anita.
Ko wadi?
Wani mai baby rejo mai do dai wodugo.
Yende do yo fa aton mane kadi.
Nyaki tan marufai kirki. Pa ho sanje de san mai.
Ondo sipa na?
Na.
Yo no sipa na? Okay. Oh, minen kam min do habde tan tapo jakku kabe balle do bernde do suni tan.
Allah hunde mai buri amin den fusan de na ande awani ko. Am bitti wani. Ni femi mai bani takine na ta ta.
Ya. Minin fu adon do jotte kabe. Min do kabatan kabe.
Balani funano Allah.
Minin fu min don der kabe. Okay. Okay, ono kam am joni tamon yeso kadi setom joni timon yeso. Wow, guys, did you like what I just said? If any one of you guys was able to listen what I just said, I know that 90% of people didn't understand what the heck I just said. All right. That's the beauty of it. But remember, the message of the today message is that whatever the thing that you're going through right now, whatever the emotion, the feeling, if you got fired, if you got rejected by your loved one, if you are sick, if you are trying to get promoted, but but you didn't get the promotion that you're looking for, everything bad that you're going through, remember, it's not going to last. It is not going to last. Everything will actually come to pass. Okay, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about nothing. Okay, let me play the vibe. Let me play the vibe, the today's vibes. Okay, let me show you Abba and Preach. Don't worry about a thing. About a thing. Cause every little thing gonna be alright. This is what I'm talking about.
When I heard the sandwich was back, I was like, Cloud9, what's up?
This is what I'm talking about, guys.
Chick-fil-A honey pepper pimento.
This is what I'm talking about. The vibe, the today's vibe is that everything is going to be all right. Don't forget that. About a thing. Cause yeah, so that's what I want you guys to understand. Everything that is happening in your life is going to be all right. You are going to be all right. It's not the death penalty. It is not the death penalty, okay? Everything that's the Paul. I created the poll to show you what I mean and where I am today. Before everything, let me just say this. I miss you guys and everything is going to be all right. Okay, I have extensive experience within the laboratory automation. The system, implementing this system in our efficiently. Scala and process. This is much by leveraging your impressive resume you can provide. All right, quality control. What the heck is quality control? How do you ensure the quality accuracy? All right, can you tell us about your background? I've diverse background. I disagree. Oh wow, why do you say that? Why do you say that, my friend? And good morning to you, my friend. I feel like it's not good morning. I don't know. Good afternoon in your country, I guess, or good evening, I think. But what makes you think that everything is not going to be all right? You see, I woke up this morning. To a feeling um, that I need to tell people. I feel like everything is going to be all right, no matter what it is. You know what I mean? If you're going through depression, if you're going through like your lowest point, understand that there's no other way. Like when you're at the bottom, there's no other way. You cannot just keep going down, down, down. There's a wave. You will come back up, and then when you're up, also you'll go down. So that's the way I see it. That's the reason why I say you don't need to feel like it is the end of the day. You know what I mean? Is that everything is ending. That you need to understand that there's a morning that is coming. Even though right now you're not feeling good, but it is just temporary. Everything that you are feeling right now is temporary, and that's what you need to understand. For me, I think everything is going to be all right. Everybody need, because some people, right now while we're talking, there are people who think that okay, that's it, I'm gone. There are people who are trying to actually take their life. They're trying to commit something like suicide, thinking it is over. But I feel like just give it a time, and you will come to see that everything is going to be all right. But elaborate, tell us the reason why you think is that why you're not hopeful. After I have a passion of science and biology. Most recently, I've been working as a temporary I have extensively declared. All of which are key to the work you are doing here at Tempus. I also work in the business where I designed an experiment on the for the fire mask. The experiment designed. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Reread again. Reread that again. All about the great biology, UPUI, and then also keep on a medical guardian ambassador. More recently, I've been working on for NGS in the clinic as I did for a lot of people, it is going to get worse, and it keep getting worse. My friend, it is so like like I was telling you, for a lot of people, it is going to go. It is maybe you're in a period, maybe you're like you're in a period you're going down. But remember, the bottom, when you reach, you cannot just keep going down, 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 down. It's not how how life is. You go down, you reach a point where you'll stop going down. You know what I mean? You reach a limit. Your limit of going down will stop you from further going down, and then from that point on, you will have to come back. You will be able to come back. There's you'll be able to come back. Just like a person who is going up will also reach the limit, and then they will stop there, and then they will come back down. So for me, I think like no matter where you are, remember, just keep reminding, keep reminding yourself that everything is going to be all right, and you'll be fine. You will be fine, even though it may look like you're not everything is going down, you're not going to be fine. But maybe 2-3 months from now, you look back and see that everything is actually that thing made you actually strong. Is you gain a lot of experience from going down. But you will be fine, my friend. Don't worry about it. You will be fine. But how are you doing today? I spend too much time performing self-pleasure, and I'm increasing anxious. Can you elaborate? What do you mean performing self-pleasure? You mean like what? What? Tell me the kind of self-pleasure you're performing. I need to know what kind of self-pleasure you're performing. Elaborate a little bit before I can intervene. Oh my godness. Yeah, so that's what I was talking about. You see, even when you, that's what I was talking. That's the reason why I say nothing is temporary. Nothing, everything is temporary. Nothing is permanent. You know, the pleasure, you're looking for a pleasure. Even when you reach, you know, when you are at the peak of that pleasure, you feel like you're depressed. You hate that pleasure. That's what the M word that you use. That's what the M word that you use is showing us. That's what I was talking about. Nothing is permanent. Even the M that you're doing is actually normal. It's normal. People make it feel like, you know, it is something that is weird, but it is normal. But the reason why you're doing it, you're going after, it's just like people who are addicted. The reason why they take drugs is because they're trying to what is it? They're trying to you know, perform the self-pleasure that you're talking about, right? They're trying to enjoy, but when you reach the top, the peak point of enjoyment, then there's no way, you cannot keep going, keep getting excited. You will reach a peak, and then once you reach that peak, that means the only way, you know, way that you have left is to go down. So, you know, after the pleasure, then you come down crashing. So that's what I was telling you. And the other way is also true. Like when you are going down, when you're crashing, when you're going down, also you reach a point whereby you stop going further down, and then you have to go up. Bad food, or you also like eating bad food. Bad food is also about pleasure, you know, pleasuring yourself and all of that. But like I was telling people, the only way, nothing is permanent in this life. I feel like, you know, when you have that concept in your head, then everything will not surprise you. Nothing will surprise you. Everything is temporary. You know, everything is temporary. You know, that's what I have put in my mind right now. So you shouldn't be surprised by anything. If you get rejected, or even if you get accepted, remember, you know, if you get accepted, if you ask a girl out and she say yes, and then she actually become your girlfriend, always remember, in, you know, the best moment that you have in with her is just, it's not gonna be there forever. You know, it's temporary. One day the same person that say yes to you will say no to you. That's the way I see life. The first step is admitting that you have problem. Yeah, problem. You have to admit. You know, there are certain problems that, you don't even need. Even if you didn't admit, you don't admit. Actually, you know that you have problem. You know, but always remember that the problem is not gonna. You know what I mean? The problem is not gonna outlast you. You know what I mean? You will come out of it victorious. That's what I was trying to tell you. This Monday is about positivity. Every one of you guys, make me retreat and not be in my community. Not talk to God for 1 year plus. Too scared to talk to them. No confidence. Yeah. I understand what you're talking about. I feel like, you know, it seemed to me that, you know, like, why don't you just go exercise? You know, exercise a lot, because you know, the extra energy that you're getting to perform whatever that you're performing right now is because you have a lot of energy. So if you can go and exercise a lot, I feel like you can reduce the amount of energy, and this way you can actually reduce what you're doing right now. You know, does the M word actually affect your confidence? I feel like yes, it can affect your confidence, just like the way he was saying. The M word can affect your confidence, because if you get used to it, remember guys, the M word, the feeling that you get from the M word, from performing the M word, is actually not real. It's actually not a true feeling. It's actually something that you create in your head. And you know, you create in your head, but when you're used to perform the M word, I feel like, you know, you just, you know, it's like you're creating a virtual world that doesn't exist. Because even when you're given a person, a human being that you're supposed to perform, you're not gonna get the same pleasure. A human being, a natural thing, is gonna be totally different. And also the way I see it, like he was saying, is that when you are always always performing the M word, then you remember you don't have the energy, to go out. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's like food. If you're going out, if you're invited for a dinner and you already ate at home, even when you go outside, you don't feel like the need to eat, right? So it's just like that. If you are constantly performing the M word, then even when you go outside, even if the opportunity presents itself, you don't feel like approaching a lady, even though because you already satisfy your need. You're already satisfied with what you're doing. And guys, I feel like it is strange that tagging the board can affect the part of your behavior. Yes, yes. And guys, also the performing the M word goes both way. So I have seen a lot of videos. People think when we talk about performing the M word, we always think of men doing it, Yeah, exactly. Not taking opportunity now. In bad sex, no exercise, bad food, bad feeling. I just need to change. That's crazy. Hey, performing the M word is not just one gender that is doing it. You know what I realized, guys? Let me tell you a secret. The reason why, if you go around and watch a lot of videos about women that are saying that, and I'm not attacking ladies. If you go around, you'll see a lot of online video that women are saying they don't need men no more. And you know the reason why they're saying that? Is because they're performing the M word. It's because je suis là, merci de m'avoir attendu. Oh, hey, congratulations, my friend. Congratulations, you made it to the, you made it, my friend. No, but yesterday I was here until I had like 15 minutes left. So I decided to go. So guys, performing the M word, ladies perform the M word more than men. That's what I noticed. Hello, my friend, son of Sowetos. We are talking about performing the M word. And you know what I noticed? Let me tell you a secret, guys. Let me tell you something that I never tell anybody. I met a lady. I met a girl. I met a girl from a Haitian girl. She's from Haiti. And one day she decided to call me, and to call me and to come and visit her. And I went to her house, and after going to her house, and then we did what we had to do. And then when I went back home, and she was like, she was trying to accuse me. She was trying to say that my thing is not big enough. She was trying to say that my thing is not big enough. That's what she was trying to say. And you know what I found? When I went to, in her house, I found, you know what I mean? The artificial, the D word, Didlo, whatever. The one that I found that she's using is like, it's not normal. And so she no, like, like a lady accusing me, she was like, oh, you're not, I feel like, your thing is not big enough and stuff like that. And my response to her was that, don't you think that your thing is actually, my thing is actually normal, yours is actually so huge? And she was like, what do you mean? I was like, well, if you keep using the thing that I saw you using, the kind of artificial thing that you're using and the way you're doing, then there's no man on this planet that will be able to actually satisfy you. So for me, and we broke up because I said that, and because I confronted her. I was like, no, I don't think that my thing is not big enough. I think that your thing actually, is too big. That's what I think. And the reason is because you guys are using this thing that is artificial, you know what I mean? And some of them is actually semi-horse. It's like a horse, it's like a donkey thing that she's using. And so, yeah, that's what I told her. I virgin here. Nobody's virgin. So that's what I told her. So I was like, and I told my friend, a Congolese guy, I told my friend, and he was like, you're absolutely right. So the M word that we're talking about right now, many people think that men are the one who are using M word, and that's why they're not approaching men. But my experience tell me that women actually are the one who are using it more than enough. And the reason why we see many bisexual and all of that is because they have the artificial thing. What can you do? They have the artificial thing. They can actually satisfy themselves without the need of a man in there. And so for me, when I see a lot of those videos on TikTok that we don't, men is not important no more, men is not important more, I understand it. It's coming from the M word. It's coming from the M word that people are doing. So is the M word actually is for both of us. It's for both of us. I like you, brother. Hi, how are you doing, my friend? How are you doing, my friend? The M word is yes, yeah. That's the M word. So guys, what like I was saying, the M word is not just men. It's both sides. If you go online, you will see the gender fight. The gender fight is because both guys, especially ladies, found that they can satisfy themselves without the need of other gender. So that's what I found. And for me, my experience, especially if you live in here, if you go to your friend, your friend, your girlfriend, all of that, you will see the kind of instrument they're using. Those kind of gadget, it's not natural. So if you use those kind of gadget and you can stimulate yourself, and some of them are doing terrible things. They have all of those vibrators, all of those machinery that they have, like, is getting sophisticated. So when they have that kind of thing, and why do they need a stranger to come and satisfy them if they have all of those gadgets? They don't need a stranger. So for many persons, for many women out there that are fighting the gender war, is that women right now, they're seeing you. The only thing that men can provide them is financial support. If you don't have financial, that's the reason why women are going to just for the pure financial support. They love you because of what you have. Other than that, you cannot satisfy them. They have a different way. They know each other with their friend, actually. Ladies with their friend, they know the point where they can hit. Their friend know the point better than you because they grew up together and they know each other. So there's nothing that you as a man can provide to a lady. There's nothing. And the only thing that you can provide for them is just financial. So the only reason why I think that Munabai, who's saying Munabai? The only reason why I think women are going out with men right now is because of the financial. Other than that, you cannot satisfy them. They have everything. We have everything. Taminu meaning why not? Well, people are more open about it. Yeah. So when we talk about the M word is both sides. And for me, my conclusion is that the M word actually, ladies, the other gender, ladies actually is doing it more than enough, more than men. Even in a society where it is more taboo. I was in the Middle East, my friend. Most of these Gulf nation where the ladies are prevented from doing, from having normal relations, they're using those gadgets. Those gadgets are being sold to in Saudi Arabia. They have a lot of it. The majority of ladies, they have the gadget. So yeah, guys. So you guys, the new generation will suffer. The only thing that will allow you to come close, will allow a man to be like close to a woman is right now. I feel like, it's just cash. Yes, indeed. Thank you for the thumbs up, by the way. Thank you for the thumbs up. Tamino Minini, this is my take. What is your take? You are saying that you think I'm a virgin. Yeah, I have I did my thing. I have reached a point whereby I understood. And I feel like also there's one thing for you guys, young people who are here. I think like it is always better for you to get married very early. The longer you stay, the older you get, the less likely you will get married, because you will understand, you will realize a lot of things. You will come to understand a lot of things. It's good for you to get married as early as possible because you don't know shit. And the lady also don't know shit, But the longer you stay, the older you get, the less likely you will get married, actually. What can man do to be happy and better if women only want money and not family value? Yes, I'm telling you, men and women are very different. And I do not blame them. Women, the way I see it is that women are very materialistic, and I mean it. Not only money, but also like your physically. So women are they are attracted to few men. I'm telling you, because majority of them, they see themselves, they're very beautiful and stuff like that. So majority of us of men that are going out, maybe more than 90% of men that are out there, they're not attracted. Women are not attracted by you guys. So that's number one. So the only thing that you can force a woman to be with you is actually your financial issue. So and like I was telling you, right now we're living in a society whereby actually women can be women are able to do whatever they, you know what I mean. So it's, I'm not blaming them, I'm not blaming them. So for you guys, if you want to be happy, the old days are gone, man. The old days whereby, you know, no. And like right now, even the financial issue, this is what I'll be telling you. Women are actually right now are more financially stable than majority of men, because women actually are graduating in they're getting more degrees than men. So they have money. Even the financial issue, majority of women right now, even in the US right now, they are outperforming men when it comes to education. And when it comes to, like, if you work in a company, in those corporate company, you know, 90% of the you know, the policy of the company is just trying to satisfy. Like the easiest, I got my colleague fired, like, you know, yes, 2 days ago. 2 days ago, just he got fired. And you know what got him fired is ladies. A group of ladies don't like him, you know. So majority of those corporation, you know, of big companies, if the ladies, the policy is about satisfying the ladies, you don't want to have any issue with women, because the HR, all of HR is women. All of the thing is, so the education, they're outperforming you guys. Everything, you know, so right now, even financial is, even if you have financial, you have to be like extremely wealthy in order for them to feel like happy. So Cage, we told we were keeping yourself to marriage. No, bro, I'm not a religious person. I have, you know, I did a lot of things, man. I did a lot of things. I do not, for me, I don't see like a sex or SE. I don't see it as though something is something that is sacred or something like that. I see it just the way I see people eating food. So for me, people are just making it very important, more important than what it is. But for me, I don't see it like as though like you need to wait until you get married. Natural selection at play, perhaps. So, because you lost your virginity to a Haitian. No. She has nothing to do with it. The Haitian woman, I was just giving you an example. She has nothing to do with it. I lost it long before her. I lost my virginity. I don't even remember. I think you know. I think let me see. I think you know. I think I lost my virginity in Egypt. Yes, I did lost my virginity in Egypt. So yeah. Yes, I don't blame them too. I don't blame them. I'm not here to blame women or something like that. Yeah, I'm not blaming women. I'm not I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing right now. What I'm seeing right now. Majority women are outperforming men. Like women are more beautiful than men. They're more educated right now. And they actually more intelligent. Women are more intelligent. Women are more capitalistic than men. Men are more social, you know what I mean, than women. So women are just looking to gain the best thing. Men, we are more romantic, I think. We're doing it romantically. We're not very mature when it comes to like emotion. Women, they know what they're doing, you know, they know what they're doing. And even the marriage is all about business. They're very business oriented people. And it's not a negative thing. I'm just telling you guys so that you guys can understand what is going on in this world. So right now, you know, you see there's a lot of group of black American especially, they call them passport bro. Because the passport bro actually, they you know, like a majority of them are black America, because they found themselves in an American society in plain, you know, they cannot find a match. They cannot find a match. So what they do, passport bro, what they're doing is that they're using their passport because America is considered, you know what I mean? Everybody want to come to America. So they go to South American country where ladies are looking to come to South America. So they go there to find a girlfriend, because here is just very difficult. It's very, very difficult, like I was telling you. Because like I was telling you, we can look at it. Just don't, you know, we don't have to be like, you know, what is the biases? We can look at it, like I said. What are you better, you know, why should they pick you? You know, you're not a good looking, like I was telling you, 90% of men, women find us unattractive. So you're not a good looking guys. And money wise, it used to be back in the days, the reason why women were just going out with men is because the society was built in a way that men were the provider. Men had a lot more money than women. But right now, all of the, women are competing with men. Women are performing men when it comes to education, and when it comes to earning too. Very soon they will tell women will outperform men, even in all of the industry. So so they have more money than you, they're more beautiful than you, and they have their girlfriend who is more beautiful. So like the way you look at it, women find their girlfriend beautiful, more beautiful than you guys, than men. So if their girlfriend is more beautiful, and their girlfriend, they grew up together, they're very familiar with the girlfriend. It's not a stranger. They know each other. They know the point. They know their weakness. They know their strength. So they would rather go with that girlfriend and then do whatever they do. And there are gadget, like I said, there are gadget out there. There's equipment out there that they can use to satisfy themselves with their girlfriend, who is very close to them. It's not a stranger like you. Why should they go outside and take you out? You, a man that is ugly, a man that is like he doesn't have a lot of money, and a man that, I don't know, Egyptian, yeah, I think I lost my virginity to a Nubian. A Nubian. She's a native Egyptian, a Nubian girl. Guys, I'm not here to lie to you. She's a Nubian, and she's cute. Women can get at the corporate job, but men will focus on conquering the jungle, like building houses and it is. I'm telling you all of this because right now automation and robotic and AI is making it plain field. It's not about your muscle. It used to be back in the day. It used to be about muscle. Right now, it's about a brain. And when it comes to brain, like I was telling you guys, girls are more educated. You can see it if you look at African American community. Their women are more educated. Most of look at the government. Look at the government. You will see that majority of big people, big African American in big position, in top position, are women. So they outperform their lady. And in African American, you see the fight. If you go online, the gender fight between black men and black women is just so intense, even here in Chicago. And the reason being is because women, they are black American are more educated than majority of them go to school, while they find, and also for you guys, for black people like Tamino Minini, like I was telling you guys, women are materialistic. And then for those of us who are living in a society where there are variety of men, we're living in a society like in America, for instance, you have all kind of men, and women, majority of women, like I was telling, look like they find black men less attractive. That's what I have come to understand. So black women, like even I saw a lot of issue in France, for instance. My people who are living in France, majority of people who live in France, they say that African women, when they go to France, you don't even look at them. They don't even date you. Like they don't date, you know what I mean, an African person, a black person like them. They're looking for the person. The African women, sub-Saharan French-speaking African women who are going to France, for instance, they would rather date a person from Tunisia, Algeria, because women, they're visual. They want to see, and the people that they find attractive are not like black people like you and me and all of that. So that's another competition that we need to understand. So the fight that I'm seeing here between black women and black men in America is actually because black women are seeing a lot of option. They're seeing white men, they're seeing Latino, they're seeing Arab, they're seeing, so they would rather be with those guys, majority of them, if you want to be frank about it. So for you as a black person, you need to be like physically strong in order for them to take you out. So guys, we're living in a very competitive world. You're attractive, yes. Between me and you, I saw a documentary on this many months back. Basically, if you don't change things, the future for me, I don't care, guys. We don't want to do it like a gender war and stuff like that. I'm just telling you the fact that is in front of me. I'm not against women or against all of that. I'm just telling you the fact that are in front of me. We live in a very competitive world. I've seen a lot of videos about people, the French-speaking, since I'm a French-speaking person. People like, in France, there's a fight. You guys don't know, there's a fight between sub-Saharan African who immigrated to France, the men and the women. They're fighting. And there's a conclusion, there's a lot of comedy a stand-up comedy that is portraying that, that is showing you the concept is that if you see an African woman in France, if they try to stay away from you, don't even try to like approach her. Don't even try to approach her because she's not looking until like the only time when they they give you a chance is when they know there is no other chance. Okay, so that's what it is. That's what it is. So that's the reason why right now majority of people who are living here, passport bro, they would rather go to a country that is poorer than America, where they can provide value. Passport bro, the base of passport bro is that they go to a place where they come in, they're American, this is a plus, you're American, and then they come in with dollars. So they have advantages over those women who are living in South America and Venezuela. And also those women are aspiring to go to America and all of that. So the only thing, that's the only way you can have a lady and then have have No. Son of Soweto, black American women do not prefer African American than they actually rather, black American. Let me tell you the frank thing. Black American women would rather have the black American. I have my Congolese friend who is here with a girl. He give her everything that she's a black American, everything. But she doesn't, because the way the accent you have, black Americans see it as though it's disgusting. You know what I mean? They call us African booty scratcher, booty scratcher. African American women do not prefer African over their men. That's not true. That's not true. They would rather pick their men, their men, even if that man is like a struggle, like the case in point is that my friend who is a Congolese in Indiana, he took this girl out of his street. She came from Las Vegas, Nevada. She didn't have anything. He has a house. He took her out of his street. He bought her a car. She used to use his car. She used to use his credit card. She spent a lot of his money, but she was waiting. He put her, and then he found a job for her. He found a job for her. He was trying and he was trying to make her a housewife. And then you know what she did? Once she was on her foot, once she realized that now she can live by herself, she actually started dating a guy, an African American man, who is actually on the street, who actually impregnated her. She lived with that dude for almost 2 years. She refused to get pregnant by him. She was doing whatever she could to not get pregnant by him, because for her she was just like using him temporarily. And then once she got on her feet, she started working. She rented an apartment. She started screaming at him, and then she went on the street and picked an African American dude, and that dude actually impregnated her, and then that dude was actually put in prison. And then now she broke up with him and she went with that dude. And then when the dude was in prison, and then when she got her, she was pregnant and she lost her job. Now she went back. She started talking to the Congolese guy. So don't remove the notion that African American, that's impossible. That's impossible. African occupy the last ladder among the men. If you have accent in America, they don't see you. They don't see you. I could try and just focus on work for 10 years now. Women are not feminine and scary. Passport bro is appealing. Yes, passport bro. And also let me tell you something. Let us also she's trying to come back every time she wants to be a police officer right now. He's telling me that she's trying to become a police officer. And I am the one who told the Congolese guys, if you allow her to come to your house, then don't talk to me no more. Don't even talk to me about your problem. I'm the one who tell him that, hey, if you don't give her even a chance, because she's trying to force him, because she's now, the dude that impregnated her is in prison right now. So, and also let me talk to you about the passport bro. The lady that we go, passport bro, you have to understand, women everywhere are the same. So it doesn't matter if they're from Venezuela or from Sub-Saharan African, they all want from you. The reason why they're with you is because they know that they're using you to get a certain place. Once they equal with you, they will look at, they will look at somebody who's like, above them. So women, and this is not this is not a mistake. This is not I don't blame them for doing that. They just are better than us. They just have something that we need, and they're using it for business. They know the value, they know their value. You know what I mean? They're very entrepreneurial mind. You know what I mean? They're very smart people. So The Congolese guys will never take this girl. Her name is I don't want to say her name, but I told him that if you ever talk, if you ever, allow her to come to your house, stop, don't ever. I will never listen to your nonsense with her because I keep telling him that I stay away from her since she kicked him out. She kicked him. She was living in his house. I will never say her name. She was living in his house for 2 years, and he never says something. And then when she rented her apartment, and he went there, there's a day he went there, it was very late in the night. He wanted to sleep in her house because he was very late, it was very late. And she said no. She was living in his house for 2 years, and he never said anything. And then she rented her apartment, and she wanted him to go out. Like, he just visited her, and he wanted just to sleep on a couch, until the morning, and go back to his house. And she said no. And he was telling me, I was like, bro, stop talking to me about this nonsense, so she called Raimogu. No, for me, my experience, this is my experience. It's not called or whatever. Everywhere, even me, I used to have people even people, women in Africa, women in my country, in Cameroon, they're just like that too. They're just like that. They're just like when they see you, when you're outside, when you're outside. Let me tell you something. I was doing a long distance relation with a girl from Cameroon. Very beautiful, very beautiful. She's from Cameroon. She's a doctor right now. Very beautiful. And we were talking. For me, I analyze everything that you say. And then one day, and she was telling me about she was talking to me about one of my friends who tried to approach her, and she rejected the dude. And I asked that girl, what if I was in Cameroon? Would you? She said I would not even. She indirectly said that if I was in Cameroon, she will never look at me. Like I'm not even at her level. So she made me know that the reason why she's giving me a chance right now is because I'm in America. That's the passport, bro, man. That's the power of passport. Like she indirectly made me actually, the main reason why I stopped, I broke up with her. I was supposed to go and marry her is because of that. So she made me indirectly told me that she told me, hey, if you are here, because she's from upper class in Cameroon or something like that. Like her father is a very, he's a very, high profile in Cameroon. So she was telling me that if I was in Cameroon, she will never look. She will never look at me. So that made me realize that, okay, the reason why you're talking to me right now is because I'm in America, right? Okay, that's good. That's good. So you beg someone for 2 years. Who you beg someone for 2 years? You mean my Congolese friend? Yeah. But all of those things, for me, it's just to show you guys, to go back that and to go back and show you that this is what is happening right now. And like I was saying, the fight is just gonna get crazier. It's just gonna get crazier. After that, I never did a go play. I didn't. Yeah. No. But also he himself, he benefited, right? When this girl was living with him, she was his girlfriend, so he benefited from her. I mean, he was he was doing whatever he wanted with her. But that lady though, let me tell you something. If you are with a woman who is she feel like you're not at her level, but she's just with you because of the situation that she's in, man, that's terrible, man. That's terrible. Like, have you ever been with a lady have you ever been with having an affair, doing something with a lady, and then, oh, don't kiss me, oh, I don't do kiss, oh, this is how you know that you're not circumstances made her just be with you at this moment, but she's not she's not into you like that. So yeah, I'm telling you, so the way I will be doing, if this is the plan that Nigerian people are showing me. Nigerian people right now, they say they will never marry a Nigerian woman and bring her here. You know what I mean? So what what many immigrants are doing is that they marry that woman, and then they just like leave her in their countries. They just leave her in their countries. They would rather do that because, you know what I mean? And then they're just providing, they're just helping her with finance, renting or whatever, or food and stuff like that. If you bring her here, many Nigerians, they have their house destroyed by people by bringing women and fighting with women, bringing women. So passport bro, you have to understand though. And my Nigerian, you know what my Nigerian friend did? My Nigerian friend who is like he brought his woman here. But you know what he did? He made a woman. He made a Nigerian go on Facebook, and he started talking to her, and he knows what she wants. And he told me that, Minon, you think I'm crazy? I say, what are you gonna do? He say, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna give her two baby in Lagos, and then and then I bring her here. If I bring her here, I already have two baby. That's it. I already know everything. So that's what he did. He gave her two baby, and then and he impregnated her twice, and then she got two of his baby in Nigeria, and then he invited her, you know, he brought her here, and then while she was here, before she started working, he impregnated her twice. So he has like 4 baby, and he's always calling me, Minon, now if she want to go, she can go. I already did my thing. I already got my 4 baby, so she can go. I can look for another one. So insurance, that's what you do. So your passport, bro, you need to know what you're doing. Wherever you go, if it is Philippines, you need to, like, you know, get whatever you want to get. You have to also be smart. It's a business. So what is it that you're looking for? If you're looking for to have a family, okay, so make sure that you have your 2 baby. If you're looking to get 2 baby, make sure you have 2 baby or 3 babies before you actually give her the opportunity to get a green card, if that's what she's looking for. So that's the advice I'm giving for my passport brother. It doesn't matter. Is he Yoruba? He's a Yoruba. His name is Kokumo. I think his name is Kokumo or Gunsu or something like that. He's my best friend. He's one of the nicest people ever. The nicest people ever. You know, he's like he's a pastor or something like that. He's very, very, very nice. He's very, very good. He's a very good person. He's a very good person. Very good person. The first Nigerian I actually met in Indiana was him. You know, we met in a park. You know, I was sitting in the park, and then he came in, and that's how we met. And we become very close friends. And he was actually absolutely right. His wife right now, they have 4 children together. Right now, he's you know, he's living with her. He's telling me all the problem they're having, but she knows that she cannot get a better person than him. So she's forced to stay with him. She's forced to stay with him, you know. Yeah. So passport brother, you need to understand, you need to know what you want. If you don't think that by going to Africa, Philippines, South America, that women there are different, they're nicer. No, they're just saying what they want you to hear, so that they need something from you. Either it is financial or green card. That's what they're looking for. I mean, that's what I come to understand. That's what I come to understand. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Everybody need to just understand. Everybody need to just like know what they're looking for. We should also stop blaming women, because they know what they want. That's what men fail to do. We as men, we don't know what they want. We just emotional. We just emotional. You just go there and like, oh, don't leave me. Oh, I want the unconditional love. It doesn't exist. Everything is conditional. Men need to understand that. Women already understood that. That's why they can leave you when you're broke. You know? So they understood that. You know, nothing is permanent. Everything is temporary. You know, you just go there. You have a goal. Okay, right now it's time for me to build a family or to have 2 kids. Okay, you know what you want, and then you go there and then you see a woman. Okay, what is it that you want? You can even find them here in America. Some of the ladies here in America, they're in poor financial situation. You can find them. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. I need within these 2, before I hit that age, I need to have 2 children with you. Okay, what is it that you want? Okay, is that what you want? Okay, I can finance you, I can pay your rent, I can do all of that, and then that's what I need from you right now. We have to be business. Marriage or relationships is business. You have to take it as a business, just like woman is doing. The notion, the religious marriage is over. They think that, oh, for good, for bad, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. Best plan is to give all money to my parent and then marry girl from overseas. Make me peace with situation like you say it is what it is. No, you don't even need to give your money to your parent. You don't need even to, because you're the one who's gonna live with the woman. You just need to confront your situation. You have money, even here. If you know what you want, you can find a lady that can accept. You just go there. When you know what you want, this is what I want. You go out with a lady. You tell her that, okay, my woman, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for either I'm looking for I'm not looking for I'm looking for a situationship, okay, or I'm looking for just to satisfy. I'm not looking for marriage right now. I'm just looking to satisfy myself, okay. I just want to be with you. That's it. What does it take for me to be with you? Oh, I'm looking to have 2 babies, right now, 3 babies right now. I need to have 3 babies. What is it that you want? My goal talking to you right now, I see you as a person that I can have 2 baby with. Okay, what is it that you want? And when you go to Africa or you go to wherever you're coming from, also you just look at it like that. Like my friend, the Nigerian guy, he's very smart. He made that goal and he know what he wanted. He saw what was happening to his community, to Nigerian community here in America, and he know what he wanted. He told me that, okay, this goal, I'm not gonna do it like that. I'm not just gonna bring her here, start paying her visa and all of that nonsense, and then she come here, she find people who are better than me, because like I say, competition here, women are the visual. They will compare you with other people, and when they find somebody who's better than you, they will just go with that person. There's nothing wrong with it. So he knew that, and so he said, okay, I'm coming to Nigeria. He went to Nigeria, he married her, he put her in his family house. He was sending her, he was helping her financially. She got pregnant once, twice, and then he decided, and then he gave her a green card. He brought her here, and then before she started becoming a nurse, she's now a nurse. He's the one who put her in community college to become a nurse. Before that, she already got pregnant twice. So that's it. He has 4 kids. And right now, whenever we talk, he laughs. He tell me that, okay, I don't care. She do whatever she did. She know that I'm the best. I'm the best option she can ever have right now. So I'm done. I'm done. And the Nigerian guy is not smart. Now he's risky raising Okosha children. It doesn't matter if like 2 of the children, if like not all of the children are his children, then it doesn't matter, because that woman also was sitting in his family house, his parent house. When he married her in Nigeria, he put her in his family house. The family, his mom, they're very religious. They were watching over the lady. So, and they were telling him everything that was happening. So he know for sure. Yeah, the Hakimi way, he need to do DNA test. I mean, for me, it doesn't even, like, right at this point, it doesn't matter, man. He got what he wanted, right? No, I'm not vouching for her. I'm not vouching for her. I think we even had that conversation. Like I have another friend also from Chad. He's the one that I think he need to do DNA test, because he's a Muslim guy. He has like 3 wives, and all of them are living in Chad, and they have kids. So him, I know for sure that some of his kids are not his kids, but he's paying. He's from Chad. He also is doing the same thing like Nigerian. Majority of immigrants, of African immigrants who are living here, they do not marry. They do not bring. They stop bringing their wife here. They just marry them, and they would rather leave them there than bring them here. Hey, Tamiru Minini, you saw the story about a Nigerian woman in UK that reported her husband to the immigration. She went to the immigration police or whatever, and then both of them got deported. And he actually, when she reported him so that he can be deported, he reported her that her certificate, that the certificate that she was using was actually a fake nursing certificate. And so, like, right now, the immigration deported the 2 of them. And actually, they investigated the document, her certificate, and they found that, okay, she is also a fake person. So she was using a fake document to work in UK, and she You know, she had the audacity to go and report her husband. They are hoping to return to their countries. Who? Yeah, majority of African. Let me tell you, all immigrants, even though even if they don't, they didn't get a chance to return to their country. All of them have the mindset that they want to one day they will go back to their countries. That's the reason why majority of immigrant Nigerian, Cameroonian, all of them, they build houses in Africa because they're thinking that some of us have like 3-4 houses. My Congolese friend have like 4 houses in Kinshasa. I have like 2 houses and I have a land that is empty in Cameroon. So I have 2 houses. One of them my mom is living in. One of them is just like there, our family is using it and they're renting some of it. And then I have a plot of land, you know what I mean? And you know, that is big that I want to farm when I go home. So all African who are living here, we all have the notion that we think we'll go back, even though some of us will never go back. You're always like postponing it. So that's what it is. That's what it is, guys. That's what it is. I don't think many will return. Yes, the problem is that many will actually die. People will, you know, last night somebody, one of our Cameroonian friends sent me a text saying that there's a Cameroonian guy who died last night here in Chicago. You see, this is a guy who I'm telling you, every immigrant, if you talk to them, they want to go back, but they just like, you know, I need to, you know, do this thing. You get caught, you know, in a system where you're just paying the bills, you're waiting to accumulate a huge amount of money, and you will never be able to do that. And that's how you get caught here. My plan, I don't know. My plan, yes, I will go back and retire in a village. I already have a land, like I was telling you. I already have a big plot of land that I want to farm, because actually I send money for my younger brother to do the job. They eat that money, they eat all of it, and they didn't do nothing. That's why I stopped farming. You know, you know, that's what all of us do. I send money. I wanted to help them, my younger brothers. I wanted to help them so that they can actually do something while I'm financing it. But they're useless people. So they ate all of that money, and now they left me here. So now I decided that I will never do anything. I will never put money on that land, because even building that house, it costs more than it should have costed, because I'm not there. They just, you know, family also are crazy sometimes. You know, you give them something, they don't see long term. They just think, oh, this guy is swimming in the moment. This guy is like, he's very rich in America. They think like when you live in America, you getting money for free. So they use all of your money, they destroy it. So it is what it is. I will go back and retire in a village, deepest village. I don't want to live in a big city. Deep village in Africa. So the place where I bought the land actually is in deep village. It's not even in a big city. I don't want noises. Yes, that's what many people. I met a lot of people, elderly people who have been living here for more than 40, 50 years. All of them, they have this desire, but some of them actually don't know how to do it. Some of them lost, like, you know, they don't know anybody. You know what I mean? They don't want to go back there and start from zero. Most of these elderly folk that you see around here, they already work here for more than 40 years. They already retire. They already have the government assistance. So they just, you know, they would rather just live here. And some people actually is because your body, they cannot, you know, the environment. Some of them, you know, we have this, there's a lot of people, African immigrant, who when they go home, they just die. You know, the changing environment. Like if you used to live in this environment where it is very cold, and then most of these people, when they go there, they say malaria, like, you know, majority of people that we know. And so many people are scared of that, especially people who live here a long time. Their body become acclimated to this kind of weather. And if you go back there at all age, you just like hear that, oh, he got caught malaria and he died, he passed away. So there's a lot of things that is preventing it, but majority of them want to go back. Majority of our brother, I go back to my town with my parents. The people there look at you like you're made of money, hard to have normal relationship. That's the reason why right now. That's the reason why my mom is asking me when am I coming, and I know, you know, I have a huge family, a huge family. There's no, like, you know, a city majority, 80% of the city in Cameroon I have people. And all of them, like, if you look what is going on in my WhatsApp, you know that's what they, so like I've been out for a long time, so they're expecting something from you. So when you go there, you have to start like everybody. You know, Africa is not like America. People live in community. If you give, you would rather give something, a gift to a person that is not your mom. You know what I mean? Like if you have a neighbor, if you have, like, a neighbor, your mom will tell you that gift her something, and, you know, even if you don't have money, give her something, and leave me alone, and don't give me anything. So that's the way it is. So people that are very, you know, your relative that are a little bit far, you know, they're expecting that you don't give them something because you're not from them, you're not their son. So, you know, and so the reverse psychology is that when you go there, you have to give them something. You have to give them something. So many people, when you want to go back to Africa, it's like, you know, you have to be, you know, you have to be ready. You have to be ready to gift people. Boguduma, yes, I've had malaria several times. Yes, majority of African, I'm telling you, majority of people, especially Cameroonian. I have, like, there's a guy, he's actually, you know, he's like, you know, there's a guy here, he told me that he almost died. So many of those people who live here long, they're scared of going there. People get vaccinated before going back to Africa, but they still, when they go there, sometimes it is in food. I have my aunt right now. She's been living in Belgium for the past, maybe, I don't know, almost 25, 30 years. And right now she's in Cameroon, and my mom is telling me that she got sick. Even though when she went back to Cameroon, she doesn't drink water, she doesn't do anything. She's always, like, you know, drinking. She doesn't drink and people are saying, and my mom was telling, maybe it is from food. So, like, you know, your body is like a transformation. I don't know what is going. It's not just malaria. When you're out for a long time and you come back, you cannot be the same person. So people, when you go back, you have to be very careful. The first 2 months, or the first 2 months, you have to be very careful. You have to watch what you eat. You have to, you have to be very careful not to get, not to caught a disease, because if you get caught in malaria and start vomiting, that's how you go. That's how you go, man. It is like getting the high. Yeah, I have the state when you are about to get it or recovering from it. I had malaria as one. Yes. Yeah. You know, have you ever had a hallucination, son? Or have you ever had a hallucination? I never had a hallucination before. I don't think I would willingly retire in a village. Yeah, that's even though, you know, I would retire. For me, the reason why I just want to go and be with, because when I was going out of Cameroon, the nicest people I have ever come in contact with were people from the village. I think, like, the purest people, the people that do not have, they're just there, the human being, the true human being are left only in a deep village in Africa. That's what I think. Because when I was going, when I was about to travel out of Africa, and I did my tour, I did visiting, you know, I went to visit a lot of people to say bye. The kind of treatment I received from the village, I will never forget. I was treated like as though I was a prophet, and it was pure love. When you look at the elderly people, and they have nothing, and there's no electricity. So I was going there in deep villages. You know, we as Fulani, we have cows, we have people who are just there, farmers. So these people, they are the nicest people ever, and this is the kind of environment that I would like to live. When everything, you know, I would like to end my life in those kind of an environment. I feel like every human being who is living in a big urban, we are all infected. We all become monsters. But especially if you're working in corporate, you know, America, even if in your country, in Nigeria, Lagos, big countries, Cameroon, Yaoundé, all of that, the urban people, the people who are living in the urban area, they become monsters. You know, there's no pure love in that area. All of it is materialistic. The only places that I felt love, and I still feel it to today, is the love of the villages. People in deep villages in Africa. You go there, they don't have anything. They don't, you know, they just accept you as a human being, man. There's no, You just need to go there and to feel to understand what I'm talking about. I live in Australia. People here feel like robot, not emotion or love. Back home in a small town, people are so different, so much more. I'm telling you, that's the reason why I say I will retire in a. I'm doing all of my. I'm preparing myself. All of the land I'm buying is in a village. In that village where I visited, that's the area where I bought the land. I would like to spend the rest of my life in this kind of environment. I don't want to keep fighting. And even I was telling one person, he said, "What if there's a World War II or World War III?" I was like, bro, I'm just gonna book my ticket and go to Cameroon, and then drive to to that deep village, and drive there and then just go there. We don't even have electricity. We just start just like like everything fresh. We live in primitive life, but it is the best life. People getting out in the morning, they say good morning, I mean, and then people before you go to sleep, elderly people come and sit down. They're telling you guys stories before they end the pandan. These are stories that were told and retold. They carry that story and they start sharing, and they have their knowledge that is just their knowledge. The knowledge is not even, you cannot even get it from the university. So they transferring that knowledge through like oral, like before you go sleep, you sit down, there's a fire in the middle, and then the elderly people are surrounding that, and then the elderly people start telling you stories. You know what I mean? The best life. And you have you have the corn, the barbecuing the corn and all of that, and sometimes they're barbecuing the meat, and then they're telling stories. It's like a movie. So they have a way to entertain themselves, and it has nothing to do, it's pure love. And then one of you guys start falling asleep, and you can sleep on around in that. Nobody in that village, they don't steal. People don't steal, because the house is there. They don't even close the door. I was scared when I went there, like coming from a big cities, and then when the room that they give me doesn't have a door. I was like, what I'm scared, and it's dark. And then I got used to it. So people are so pure that they're not even scared. They're not even scared. They're not even scared. They just put something to surround that area where they live in, something that will prevent animals like lion from coming inside. That's what they do. So those are the kind of places I would like to live. I would like to end my life. I don't want to be where people are fighting. I don't like places where people are so invested in what other person do. Yeah. No, in a village it's different. And then once you go there, the whole village know that you're a newcomer. And everybody is pointed at you. And for me, my situation, they know that I was going out of Cameroon, and so everybody was just advising me what to do, what not to do. And let me tell you something. Even though they never travel outside of Cameroon, some of the advices that they give me, actually, I saw it. I was in Egypt. I remember, I remember the advice. Something happened to me. I remember the advice I got from the villages. So those are the places that I would like to go and end my life. Yes, indeed, my friend. Yes, indeed. Don't listen. When I was younger, I wanted to live in the big cities. I was dreaming of coming to the best of the best, to be in Hollywood, in New York, in California, all of that. That was my dream. That's what I was telling. That's why I was telling you guys, nothing is permanent. When I reached to that level, I realized that the most important thing is actually what I left from behind. Now I'm just looking for financial, looking for financial to get my financial together, and then just go there. Like if I want to marry, I will marry one girl from that village, because the people from that village, if you marry their women, their girls, they feel like this is like a pride. This is like something sacred. You know what I mean? For you to come from outside, you living in abroad, you living in America, is coming from America, and you go. You don't marry people, those young girls that are in their own, the educated girl. You come in a village where people didn't go to school, and you ask the hand of their girl. That's a blessing. That's an honor that they will never, forget you about. Like anybody, So that's the kind of thing that I would like to do. In a village and not more urban area, where would be more ordinary? In a village, I'm telling you, you're going to be safe. You're going to be safe. You're going to be safe. Not far from the village where I was living, there's a guy. He has a similar life like me. He used to live in France. He spent most of his life in France, and then he decided to go. Just like I'm telling you, decided to go back, and he went to that village. He became the chief of that village. So it's not like, it's not like a government thing, but it's just like a chief of the tribe, chief among the tribe. They pick him because he was an outsider, and he know like a lot. So he know, like, he was in France. He lived in France most of his life. So he decided to come back. His children are still living in France, and he went back to that village, and he's building. He's showing them how to farm and doing all of that. And before I go in, and he lived there peacefully. He lived there peacefully. He ran away from France. He lived in all of his family, all of his children. So many people will understand, like children that are born, African that are born in America or in France or in Europe or whatever, they are born there. But we the people who are born in Africa and immigrated here when we were all, I feel like the calling, our root is still in Africa. My root, for instance, is still in Africa, deep in village. So no matter how I do, I will never feel like included here, So I will never accept to die in America. I will never accept that. And some of our African brothers are doing the same thing. You know how much money do people pay for body of African? There are African that I'm telling you that are here, who die here. The people collect. We have a union here, Cameroonian union. When a person die, majority of the 99% of people who die here, their recommendation is always to send their body back to their village. That's what they're doing. So what we do, we have a WhatsApp group, and people say, oh, this guy passed, and we have to, and his wife, we're collecting money. So people, Africans say, Cameroonian who are here, we collect, we share money, and then we give gift and all of that. They buy a ticket to send the body back home so that he can be buried at home. That's where he belongs. There's a calling. There's a calling. Your umbilical cord is buried in Africa, so you need to go there. But for those of you guys who are born in America, this is where you are. This is your land. You came out of this dead, So this is where your calling is. Like I was talking to Jillian T. She's an American. She used to live in Dubai. Like, she always come here and we're talking. And then when she was in Dubai, before she came back here, she was telling me that she's tired of living. She's been living outside for a long time. She want to go back to Indiana. That's what she was crying. And now she came back. Yesterday or the day before that, we were chatting here, and she told me that she came back. She bought a house between Indiana, Kentucky and Ohio. She's in that area. And she said when she was in Dubai, she was telling me that she missed the farming. She missed Indiana. She missed, her, she grew up in a farm. She missed that. She was living in Dubai. And she actually managed, she come back, and she said that's it, and she bought a house. And she's coming here. She's always here talking to her. So that's what it is. Like when where your umbilical cord is buried this is where you're home, man. Yes. For me, it's not about the places. I'm saying that the places around the places where your umbilical cord is buried. Yeah, I feel like there's a spiritual in it, and so you need to go there. There are trees, when you bury your umbilical cord at the placenta that was covering you, when they bury it in the ground, there are trees and parasite, I don't know, and some microorganism that will feed on that, and then plant will grow, and then animal. So all you share. There's a lot of living things that share your DNA because they ate that umbilical cord that is coming from you. And I think that is very spiritual, that you need to go back, and that's the calling. That's why you have the calling. Yes, indeed. Can you imagine that, for us in Africa, majority of us in Africa, not like here in America, whereby many people are cooking the placenta. Many people, many community here, they cook the placenta and eat it. Men and eating placenta, many people, umbilical cord, they eat it. Especially women, they say there's a lot of oxytocin, there's a lot of hormone that will prevent bleeding, and there's a lot of nutrient in that placenta. People eat placenta, human placenta here. But in Africa, when a child is born, actually we take the umbilical cord. The family, the elderly people take the umbilical cord. Even, they take the umbilical cord and the placenta, and they dig a hole, just like somebody is dead, and then they bury it in it. And they don't put it in a casket. so it's unprotected. And then you know what happened when you bury something that is actually fleshy, or something that is a living thing. It's gonna just decay, and then it's gonna feed the ground in that area, and every living thing that live around that area will feed on that, and it will grow from that. That's the biggest spiritual. So you need, you feel like, I feel like all of this, there's a plant in Africa that is sharing, that is my brother. You know what I mean? There's a plant, there's an animal in Africa that is, any animal that eat that plant is actually, it has part of me in it. So, man, it's deep. It's deep. It's deep. And I feel like that's the calling. That's why there's a calling. Yes, you're part of the land, and like I was telling you, when you bury that placenta will decay, and the insect will eat that, and then not only that, the remnant of that placenta will will fertilize the ground. It will fertilize the ground, and then the plant, the flora, the plant flora and fauna will grow from that, and that's a big family. That's a big family. You need to find that area. You need to go around that area. You need to appreciate that. And not only that, if you look at it this way though, if you are born in a place, that mean your parents, the food, the kind of food, the trees, the plant, the animal that your parent ate in order to get the energy to fertilize, your dad, for instance, eat some plant and some vegetable, and then got that energy, and then decided, and that energy formed the sperm, you know what I mean? And then your mom did the same thing, and that energy formed the eggs, and that, all of that. So like, we were part of that ecosystem, and that energies, lead, and then when they get together and then they fertilize that, so you're part of that system. So the water, all of the thing that your family ate in order to create you, you're part of that environment. You're part of that environment. So that you look actually similar to those environment. If you look deep into it, you'll find that you're similar. That's why, even though when I see myself and I look at myself and look at the trees around here in America, I don't see myself, we're not similar. We're different, because, but when I go to Cameroon, I feel like, especially in that village where I was, I saw similarity between all the animal, all the living things, and me. I saw the similarity. So, and I feel like, it's a blessing. So that's the reason. That's the main reason. Knowingly or unknowingly, I will never allow myself to die in a land that is foreign. I want to go back and give back the nutrient that my parents took to build me. I want to go back and give it to the land that created all of that. You know what I mean? So it's like a credit. It's like you took a credit card from the environment, from that environment, and I'm trying to pay it back by giving my body, by allowing my body to decay in that area. I'm giving back to the to the ecosystem. I'm telling them that, okay, I borrow something. My family borrowed some molecule in order to form me, and here I am. I'm coming back to give you the whole body. You can take it all and give it to someone else. Give it to plant, give it to animal, give it to whatever thing that is living in that area. That's the spiritual connection that I have with the continent, with Cameroon in particular, and then the whole continent in general. So that's the reason why we need to go back. I'm telling you, majority of Africans who are very aware, who are very spiritual, when their time come, when they know that, okay, they couldn't go home to die home, and then they know that, okay, they're sleeping they're in a hospital, they know that this is the last time, they advise to their family who are living here, I want my body to be buried, I want my body to be sent back to my, to my land, to my home, to Africa. Even though it's more expensive, buying a ticket for a dead body is very, very expensive. They would rather do that. And they don't want their body to be buried here. So they want it to be sent back. And for me, my second advice is that when my body is back in Africa, in that area, I want them to bury me without, I don't want them to put me in a casket. I want them just to dig that body, because I don't want to protect myself. I want it to be flesh to the ground. Put me in that ground and just close it. No casket. Casket is just like, trying, no casket, no preservative, nothing. Don't inject me with something that will preserve my body for a while, for a long time. That's a selfish way of doing it. You cannot keep eating chicken and eating plant without putting them, eating everything that is living. And then when you are about to die, you want to preserve your body. You want to keep your body in a casket. You want to, put something that will prevent yourself from decay. That's a selfish way of living. If you are about to die, if your time comes, you need to actually pay the debt by just allowing your body to be buried in a naked, without any, just put the clothes, you know what I mean, and allow it to decay inside a big hole, so that it can fertilize the land, and the land can take back what your family borrowed. At least that's what I think. I feel like most of these burying people in a casket is not the African way of doing things. It's coming from people outside of Africa, and it needs to stop. You need to stop. You should not put somebody in a casket in a glass, and now they're putting people in a glass. For what? For what? And that's the person who, how many living things that person have killed? To live like some people live around 80 years. 80 years of killing unalive and living things and eating them naked. Yeah. Some of these caskets, don't you see some of these caskets that they're creating right now is all glasses, is that, you know what I mean, is selfish way of living. So human beings live a selfish way, and then when they die, they're trying to be selfish. And some people actually they don't want to decay, they want to preserve themselves. All of that is not African. All of that is not African. We as African, we supposed to be like, just like other animals. Other animals like lion, they pay their due. They eat everything, and when they die, they don't preserve themselves. They die naked. They die on the street. They don't even dig a hole. They die, elephant, when they die outside. And then they allow everything. They allow the bird, they allow the other animal to come and feed on them. And then the remnant, the microorganisms feed on them, the parasite. Every ecosystem is benefiting from the energy that was stolen, that was accumulated throughout the life of this elephant or lion. But human beings who live longer, who eat, who do the disaster, and you just don't want to do it. You don't want to pay your due. You just want to hide. Even when you're dead, you're trying to hide. You wear good clothes, and you try to put some preservative in your body. You try to hide. Oh, don't bury me. Like, no. You have to be you're part of that ecosystem. You borrow something, you need to pay it back. Cash. And you need to know the place where you borrow that thing. If you borrow it in America, pay it there. If your parent grew up in Africa, deep in Africa, South Africa, and they borrow that, they eat that, the ecosystem, they use that ecosystem to create you, you have to pay your due there in South Africa. For me and for my friend who is in Nigeria and Cameroon, I think we are one people, because our people were just running around. So the ecosystem, around that ecosystem, you need to pay your due there. That's the spiritual way of living this life. But guys, the main thing that I was telling earlier this morning was that, remember, everything is temporary, nothing is permanent. So if you're going through a difficulty right now, remember that everything is gonna pass. Yeah, it is what it is, my friend. Let's talk about what was happening. Okay, I'm off. Good night, bro. Yes, have a wonderful night. You ran away. You stopped talking at all because the shit was going down. I'm sorry, but we have to say it, man. We have to say it. If you're from your country, your Africa, you need to know. You need to know. You need to go back and pay the due. Pay the ecosystem what they owe you. Don't run away. Oh yeah. It has to be. We have to stop being selfish. You have to stop being selfish. Have you ever witnessed how the chicken that are living are waiting the moment before the chicken gets sacrificed, or the cows in a plantation before they get sacrificed? Do you see the fear that is in their eyes? But deep inside, they know that, okay, I borrowed energy. I've been eating a lot, so it's my time to go. So they sacrifice themselves. So if animal can do that, you have to be able to do that. You have to pay the due. You have to pay what you owe to the ecosystem. You know, and you do it by not running away, by not preserving your body when you're gone. When you're gone, let your body be used by other living things. And you do that by not digging a big hole and putting yourself in a casket. That's a crazy thing a crazy way to go, man. Put yourself in a casket. God, that's not an African thing, man. That's a European thing. I have to go. All right, see you. see you next time. Hey, I'm almost about to go. Tamino Minini, are you still there? I'm almost about to go as well. Okay, guys, 5 thumbs up. Only 2 people. Tamino Minini is gone and Son of Soweto is gone. So I'm gonna go also. See you next time.